can we talk about the satellite market? Yes. The question here, of course, we can talk about this. It is important to mention that the satellite industry market is one of the biggest growing markets. Sorry guys, I see that somebody tries to draw on our billboard. Please don't do this. I have one more question for each of you. When we speak about this satellite or space market, what names of the companies are you thinking of? What big space companies in this sphere maybe do you know? Also just tap in chat if you have your ideas. Here it is important to say that we have two different kinds. We have governmental agencies like NASA in America, ESA in Europe, ISRO in India, JAXA in Japan, Roscosmos in Russia, and we have big commercial companies like SpaceX, partly Boeing. Also, we have great company which is called Planet. I'm sure you heard about OneWeb company, and these companies really form the space satellite market. And I also see an answer. I just have a model. I have a small sample of CubeSat here. It's great. And also see some technology trends which are also used in this part of satellite market. We can speak about big data, 3D printing, because 3D technologies and new plastics and materials are important in producing satellites. You can see countries, and of course we see that USA, America has a lot of satellites.
So guys, my name is Dmitry, and I'm an engineer in the field of spacecraft attitude control systems. Today, I want to talk to you about what a spacecraft is and how we interact with satellites in our everyday life. So let's start with the spacecraft, with its definition, and let me ask you a question. How do you think what of these may be a spacecraft? Satellite opened the gate to the following satellites which we have nowadays, and from this point of view it was very, very useful. Now we may see the picture like this. It's only computer simulation, but it's very revealing in terms of space debris, because I think you know that nowadays internet and mass media are more and more talking about it. And here we may see two areas with a lot of satellites. Actually, nowadays we have two systems in the world that fully cover our planet. It's American Navstar GPS and Russian GLONASS. There are also many satellites which differ in size. There can be big-sized, medium-sized, or small-sized satellites. So to continue talking about big satellites, they are usually designed by big companies because they have money, they have a lot of equipment, they have very good engineering staff, and so on and so on. But the modern tendencies, the modern trend is that small satellites are produced by small teams. And American project of the American company SpaceX, and the task of these satellites is to provide internet access to the people on our planet, and the idea is to launch about 12,000 satellites. So, why one more reason why small satellites nowadays are very popular, that they may be built like a Lego. So
from the first of the two small Sirius satellites. He is preparing to release it momentarily.
You'll see the video now.
And cosmonaut simply...
I'm ready. Okay, Sergey, your go. Hold it by the handle and just deploy it. I'm holding it by the handle and I'm deploying it right now.
And it just pushed it to the right
And there
orbit.
goes the first
orbital motion. So the orbit of every planet is an ellipse. Land joining the planet and the sun sweeps out equal areas during equal intervals of time. And the third law is really hard to understand, but I'll try to show you that laws in pictures, so it should be understandable. Yeah, there you can see the three laws of orbital motion. So I'll take yeah, that one. Here should be a sun, and it is a planet. The second law here describes that planets move faster when they're near to the sun and slower when they're further away. And the third law is about the periods of time relationship between the distance of a planet and the time it takes to orbit the sun. So different types of orbits. The most interesting one is geostationary orbit. One satellite moved on low Earth orbit and then tried to change orbit to geostationary orbit, and then moves on geostationary orbit. It's ground track of our satellite, and it describes how satellites moves relatively to Earth. Properly understand position on Earth. To use navigation, you have to connect with at least 4 or 3 satellites.
It was just introduction of the information from our new course. So as I told you, it will start on 2nd November. And if you want to participate in our new course, you can register on our website.